Game with camera. There's the game. There's the camera. And let's bring the actual game up in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Testing, testing. Am I back? You are indeed. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow. This is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to KSP Live. But this is not KSP Live Season 6 because today starts KSP Live Season 7. And you can probably tell already that there's something a little bit different this season. We are starting a new game. I have loaded up a huge, well, not a huge number of mods. I've loaded up a lot of mods. There are, I mean, this thing up here, which is one of the mods, says that we have 68 add-ons listed. There you go, there's the list. You can actually see the entire mod list. I'll put a link in the description, ellitopia.com/esp-mods. Link in the description. You can see the entire list of mods that we're going to be using for this season. I will continue to keep them updated thanks to the CCAN software thingy, and I may well add a few more as we're going along. We shall see how that goes. Now, this is how things are different this time around. We're going to start a game. We are going to start a new game, and this is going to be KSP Live Season 7, and we're going to have our normal flag. Boink. Accept. Now, we are going to have a sandbox game. We are not going to play a career game. We are going to have a sandbox game, but it's not that easy. We are going to have a hard sandbox game, which means no flight reverting, no quick loading, no crew respawning, blah, 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 blah. In the advanced section, we are going to enable Kerbal experience, part pressure limits, part G-force limits, Kerbal G-force limits, require signal for control, and plasma blackout. Those last two, if you don't know what they mean, probes require a signal. And enable comlinks weakening and going down when the link goes through atmospheric plasma. Whatever that means. Kerbal G-forces means that the Kerbals can go unconscious if the G-force gets too high. Part G-force means that, well, you know, part G-force, that things can go bang. We're also running the Dang It mod, which means things can just randomly go wrong. We're running Deep Freeze, which means we have cryogenic capabilities for long flights. We're running TAC life support, which means we need food, oxygen, water, and electricity. You know, this is not just your standard sandbox game where, you know, you just throw things into space and hope they stick. We are going to have to actually play the game and help keep our Kerbals alive. We also have Kerbal launch failure. We'll actually have highlight failing part enabled on that. Auto abort enabled? No. Failure rate decreases with each propagation. Yeah, I think we'll go with that because that's realistic. Each time you have a failure, the chances of the next failure become less and less likely. So over time, it will still kind of develop. And there we go. We're going to accept, and we are going to start a new game. And the mods that we've got mean that we have a heck of a lot of parts to play around with. In fact, you know, we could spend probably the entire live stream just looking at the list of parts that we've got available. You can go away. I don't need to look at that. TAC life support, yep, that's on. Thank you, Mr. Gene Kerman. I've read that plenty of times before. Look at all these buttons and things we've got everywhere. I just need to check, actually. Yeah, that's all fine. We've got ambient light adjustment. That's not important. We've got EL. Not sure what that is. What is that? Extraplanetary launch pads. We're running extraplanetary launch pads, which could be interesting. We're running the USI colonization mod. We're running Final Frontier, which is the one with the ribbons. We're running this achievements thing, which gives us some achievements. TAC life support, deep freeze. This is the transfer window planner, which we might be able to use. Kerbal alarm clock. We've got the texture replacer, which I put on there, but I'm not actually too bothered about. We have ScanSat running so that we can get biome maps and scan for resources and things like that. And that button doesn't do anything. And I can't remember what that one's for. But there we go. It doesn't do anything. Now, something we have to do, first of all, straight away, is go into the cheats menu, go to Kerbals, and we need to create some extra Kerbals because of our Patreon supporters. Let me just move this out so that I can get my list of Patreon supporters. Now, the regular monthly Patreon supporters that are supporting us for at least $1 will get themselves entered in here. And should their Kerbal meet its untimely demise, then if they are donating monthly, then each month they will have the opportunity to add a new Kerbal should the one that they've got die. Why not 1.2.1? This is 1.2.1, so that's why not. So let's add some Kerbals in here, shall we? Let's add William, which is William Ullum. In fact, no, we had William before. Let's have Bismarck, because that's actually what we named him before. Are you around, William? You are, aren't you? Would you like to pick your role? Pilot, scientist, or engineer? Don't pick tourist. Experience is going to be 0. And likewise, Mus, you have the option of picking one. Jakob, is Jakob around? I don't know if Jakob's in the chat. Looks like he's possibly not, so we'll have to pick for Jakob. You're going to be an engineer. Okay, good. You're not going to have veteran or badass. You can have a bit more courage and a bit less stupidity. I'll give you that much. So there is Bismarck. Create. And then let's go and create a new one for... we'll have Dallas, because he is still a Patreon supporter. He is also going to be level 0. Mus would like to be a pilot, so Dallas is going to be a scientist. Dallas can be not very courageous and fairly stupid. There we go. Great Kerbal. No offense, Dallas, if you're watching this. Then let's go for Mus, who would like to be a pilot. And let's just leave that at default. That's fine. Create Kerbal. And then let's create Jakob. There is Jakob. Welcome, Jakob. Perfect timing. Jakob, would you like to pick your role as a Kerbal? Because I'm adding you into the game. You can be a pilot, scientist, or engineer. I suppose you could be a tourist if you really wanted to, but you won't get used very much. Well, you might do, I suppose. We might, add a load of tourists in. But yes, please feel free to pick your career. And we will add you into the game. Jakob. Are you there, Jakob? Wait, my vid's not on yet. Oh, okay. Well, someone type to him what we need. Tell him that we need him to pick a role. If I type it, it will go to all the different channels and things. So, there we go. Pilot, engineer, or scientist, Jakob. I think there should be a crash test Kerbal. That could be tourist. Good now. Okay. So, yes, Jakob, need you to pick a role. Are you going to be a pilot, a scientist, or an engineer? Or, if you really want to, a tourist? Pilot. Okie dokie. Pilot it is. Create. There we go. So, we have our Patreon supporters added into the game. So if we now go to the astronaut complex, there we go. We have Jeb, Bill, Bob, Valentina, Bismarck, Dallas, Mus, and Jakob. That is our starting cadre of Kerbals. So now we have to decide what we're actually going to do. So let's go into the VAB. You could add me as a tourist, just a random person watching your rockets fly. I fit the description. Okay, welcome to the vehicle assembly building. Now, we have absolutely bucket loads of parts. That's just the probes. This is the fuel tanks. We have lots and lots of fuel tanks. Engines. Yep, here are the engines. Just a few. I mean, we've got, what's this? Manufacturing. We've got logistics, construction, colonization, life support, EVA items, deep freeze items, TAC life support items. What's EL? I've forgotten what that is. Hex cans. Helicopter cockpit. They're a bit dodgy models, aren't they? That one's not too bad. I don't know what that means. Utilities, science, communications, electrical, thermal, ground, aerodynamics, payload, coupling, structural, which also has some coupling. So yes, lots and lots and lots of stuff. So what do we want to do first? The most obvious thing for us to do, considering this is sandbox, we can literally do anything that we want. What's that one? Servo controller. Oh, I've got... that's interesting. That's Infernal Robotics. I didn't realise that I'd installed that, but clearly I have. Dr. Jet's Chop Shop. I love that one. So with sandbox set in, how do we get to decide on missions? You pick what you want us to do. Guess we should start with something like a relay station. Well, we don't necessarily have to start with a relay station because Kerbin has more than one communication point. So as long as we have something in orbit, a high enough orbit, then it will maintain communication with Kerbin itself. What we would need is relay stations out on things like the moon and Minmus and things like that for sending signals back to Kerbin. So that's something that we're going to have a look at. I think really a space station is probably the first thing we want to try because well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know, we want to build a station so that we've got something to relay to. Now, I quite like the look of this part. Build resources. Oh, you get out of the way. Oh, that's extraplanetary launch pads. Can I just deal with thermal mechanics helper? Oh, okay. How do I get rid of you? Don't want you. Kerbal Engineer has come up. How do I turn off? That's you. Okay. There we go. What's this? Build a legit space station and place satellite orbit, then go and land. Build a shuttle to bring up space station parts. Connect them together in space. Well, we're gonna try and launch the basis of a station. Literally the very, very minimal basics of a station. First of all, and then we can decide what we're going to do, because there's no point having a shuttle if there's nothing to shuttle to. So what we'll do is where's power? Electrical. There we go. How much does that hold? 12,000. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Charged particles, electric generator. See, a lot of these things I have absolutely no idea how to use them. I mean, there's a lot of battery things. Cap 101 capacitor. I mean, I have no idea what that is or what it does. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to work some of this stuff out at some point. But yeah, I think battery bank is probably a safe place to start. And then another one of those things. What was that in? That was under structural, was it? Yeah. Another one of those there. And then we'll fill that with docking ports. Which are under utility, I believe. Or are they under coupling now? They are. Clampetron docking ports. Really? They don't attach directly on the right place? Ah, there we go. Right. No. There we go. A bit tricky to attach, but go. There we go. Okay. I don't think that actually works with those. Because they're actually attachment points. We're not radially attaching technically. Now, nope. I want the big clampetron. There we go. So this will become like the core module type thing. And from that, we will attach, or to that rather, we will attach some solar panels. Or shall we? Do we want to put the solar panels on there? If I extend that. They're tiny. No, don't want that. Somewhere there is a massive, massive set of solar panels. Nope. I mean, these are pretty big. Yeah. But there are much bigger than that. Where are they? That's the Gigantor. That's the Megalodor. There we go. This one. Check this out. The size of this. Alright. Alright. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! That's a rather large solar panel. Now, I don't know whether that's going to be prohibitively large, because obviously it's going to interfere with all those docking ports. So I don't think that we will attach that one there necessarily. But we do need some solar panels. So what if, can we attach these ones? Do we have a smaller version of those ones that we can attach? Yes, we do. Ah, but they're the wrong size. Oh, that's a pain. They're the right size, but they cover the docking ports. Oh well, I suppose that's not the end of the world. What was that? A shrouded solar array. What does that one do? Alright. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Supercapacitor. Radioactive decay, eh? What are these? Nah, they're boring too. Put SAS between the batteries so they fit. What a good idea. Oops. Ah. Get back on. Get back on there. What are you doing? Why are you... What? Why not? Seriously? Why? Why will you not attach? I bet it's these. Come here. I can't click anything. I can click that. And I can click that now. Oh, there we go. Now I can click that. Nope. What are you doing to me, KSP? Ah. Oh, I had it on symmetry mode. And that's what it didn't like. Let's see if this works. No, but 3 does. We can't do 6, but we can do 3. Well, that's better than... There we go. So if I ditch this lot now. Right, you go back on there. There we go. You can go back in there. So yeah, we want reaction wheel. Okay. Back to what we were actually doing, huh? Let's have 2. There we go. There's little ladders in here, which I think actually we can. There's like a little handrail. Why does this say curved solar array? Thank you. Where's the little handrails? Landing stabilizer? Launch escape system. No, I can't see. Aerocam? Alcubier drive? Yeah. Not quite there yet. I mean, these are... Oh, that's a drill. That's a drill. An auger. Drill-o-matic. I thought they were in here. Okay, maybe not. EVA? No. Maybe they're in structural. Aha! No, that's a helicopter landing pad. Thought it was a ladder. What's that? Okay, it's Ranger 2.5 meter stack pickup, stack adapter. I can't see it. I can't see them anywhere. Big tank, very big, very go away. Yeah, ladders are in utility. Well, that's what I thought. Why can't I see them? Oh, you know what? I got these. I don't know if I can climb on them. Got some EVA handrails. I don't know if they actually work though. Oop. That's not how you do that. Ah. There you go. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if they can just climb up that, but we'll find out. Yeah, we could try ladder. But I don't think they actually call them just ladder, do they? Oh, they do. Okay. Mobility enhancer, that's what I thought. That's what I was looking for. Right, okay. Let's use the proper thing then, shall we? There we go. They don't quite, you know, match up though, do they? Oh well. Not the end of the world. Right. So there we go. Yeah, RCS was mentioned. That might be a good idea too. That means adding some RCS fuel in here somewhere. So let's go fuel tanks. No, that's the wrong size. Oh. Let's go mono. There we go. No. That one. There we go. Tell you what. Okay, it doesn't quite line up. That's closer. There we go. Okay, so we have a core. Is the search part of 1.21? No, I don't think so. I think it's been there since like 1.1. So there you go. Something very basic. Oh look, there's a random monopropellant tank. But we want to be able to put it in orbit, obviously. So, aerodynamics. Or was that in there? That was it, wasn't it? Ah, that's the different one. That's the procedural fairings, I think. Yeah. It's not actually what I wanted, but... Oh, apparently Dragon is watching, but he's got no chat options because he's watching from his Xbox. That's quite strange the way that's done that. Can I... Let's put it there like that, because it's got an undock option. Edit fairing. Oh. Here we go, right. There we go. Okay, big empty bit in the nose, but never mind. Made it nice and gradual. So, we are inside the... oh yeah, antenna. That would be a good one. I mean, we can send like a communications array or something like that up there after, but we need some form of communication. We could actually do anything we like, couldn't we? There's a lot of different options for communication devices. Beam generator? Oh, this is for like microwave-based power, which is quite interesting. We'll have to look into that in a bit of detail later. Let's have an 8888, shall we? In fact, let's have a couple of them. We'll have one either side, in the middle, like that. My throat's going. Some kind of control point like a probe core would also be necessary. It would if we plan on controlling this section. Do we plan on controlling this section? I don't know. What have we got here? We've got... No. That's the right size, isn't it? I didn't actually put any RCS thrusters on it, did I? Let's move the fairing out of the way for the moment. It's going to make it not symmetrical. That's not right. How do we do this? Actually, this is going to have reaction wheels in it, isn't it? 6 torque. Okay. What's the torque of the reaction wheel that we put in? 8. Not a huge amount of difference. So, if we... That's the wrong one. If we go like this, and like that, and take that off, and put it there. I've done this the wrong way around. That was silly. Undo. Alright. You go back on there. And instead you come off. You can go back on there. You come off. And you go there. Interfering with the solar panels a little bit. But there we go. It's not too far off symmetrical. What is this? Oh, these are the RCS thrusters and things, aren't they? Lots of different RCS thrusters and things. Now, which ones are these? These are the ones that run off liquid fuel, so we don't want that one. We want heavy RCS blister. Where's the one of those that actually runs on monopropellant? It's down here. There we go. So let's put these here. We'll have 4. And we will go like that. And like that. So they're nice and central, not interfering with anything. Lovely. Okay. Anything else that we need? No, I think that's all good. Now, there is a mod that I added that has... Here we go. It's not a curved solar array. Why do you keep showing me the message for a curved solar array? There we go. Right. What is this? Segment chute. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Modular chute systems. Okay, so that's a parachute. What was I looking for? I was looking for... Where are you? I was looking for lighting, but recycling bin. Not the normal lights. Somewhere I had... can't see it. Okay, well, let's go for... No, actually, 3 is right for this shape craft. There we go, some lights. And we will rotate them slightly. There we go. So that while they're on, they light everything up nicely for us. There we go. I don't think he's paying us any attention. One docking port is missing. Oh, you're right. That's a bit weird. Why is one docking port missing? Ah, because there is one there. Let's go like this. There we go. Yeah, sorry for missing the chat for a bit there. I'm looking for stuff in the parts list and things like that, and I just can't see stuff. There's just so much stuff in here. Somewhere I've got... Look, what is that? Look, why is that attached to my LED headlight? Oh, that's not what I want, but interesting. Somewhere there's like status lights, and they tell you like when something's crewed or when something's running low on power. I wonder if it's like in one of these. Let's see. I don't want to look at the Pegasus 1 mobility enhancer. Stop giving me this information. Because I can't read what these say. Oh well. Never mind. Right. So this looks like it's going to be what we're sending up initially. The start of a station. Let's... Okay. Fair enough. If we do it like that, it appears to want to attach it with some kind of rigid stuff. I guess that's to hold it in place, isn't it? Okay. I don't really want to do that, because what if I do there? That'll do. That'll do. Right. So we'll go up to there. In a little bit if we can. No, it's not going to let me. Okay, so we'll go to there and then we'll go in like So. Ah, that tooltip's disappeared now. Maybe I can see what these say. Planetary surface structures, filtered by tech level, filtered by manufacturer, resource, module, cross-section. So if I do filter by manufacturer... Okay. So if I go like that, that's all power stuff. Right, I get it, okay. So we can do it by manufacturer. Might help us to find stuff from specific mods. So for example, I can go up here and I can say I want everything from the D-Magic mods. And there we go. D-Magic, I don't need D-Magic orbital science, do I? Because we aren't going to be doing science. I might take that mod off. Ah, there's the indicator light. I can put indicator lights on things. I don't need to now, but there we go. That's what I was looking for before. We should totally strut that. We don't need to strut this. This is held in place, okay. And it's normally only the docking ports that mess things up. And also, you know, 1.2 does have like auto strutting to a certain degree. So let's move this up because we need to put some engines under it. Have we got Kerbal Engineer? We have. This weighs 13.8 tons on its own. Now what we want is a probe core to go under here. That's going to be too small, isn't it? Sky crane? Really? If I do that, it's too small. Do we not have a 3.25 meter? No, it's not that one. 3.25 meter probe core? No? Okay, well, we can tweak scale it. No, we can't. I don't appear to have tweak scale. Oh, I added MechJeb as well. I haven't used it before. I've never used it. So we'll see how that goes. Can I tweak scale them? No, doesn't look like I can even click them. No, I don't have a big enough probe. Ah, what are you? Computer core. Do you give me control? Unmanned, remote pilot assist available. Requires megajoules, 0.5 per second. Okay, we're not producing megajoules. That requires electric charge, but it's too small. Right, well, we'll go with the biggest one we've got. I know, we'll put it there. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Right, so we've got a remote guidance unit in there, and then let's go for let's see, how should we do this? Let's go with fuel, and we want some huge engines, huge fuel tanks rather, like these. No, they're actually too small. Okay, really, they're all too small. They're 2.5 meter. And I want 3.75 meter. All the engines are 2.5 meter, so we are going to have to tweak scale up. One of these, I think. Doink. There we go. So then, engines. We want a big engine, don't we? What are you? No. I really don't like that I'm getting that message in front of my face all the time. See, that's a mainsail. Mainsail is not big enough. What are you? Oh, you look nice. Right. Let's get some information on you. Oops. You generate electric charge. You run on liquid fuel and oxidizer. That's good. Why do I get the feeling this is a too good to be true engine? That thrust is extremely high. If I do that. Thrust to weight 2.73. It's rather a lot. Delta V 37777. If I do that. Thrust to weight still 1.52. That gives us 4,773 meters a second of delta V. That's quite a lot. Does it gimbal? Good point. Vector range 2 degrees. Yep, so it does gimbal. We'll add some control wings. Now, I did add the procedural wings mod. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Hold on. Where do I get the procedural wing? That message about the Pegasus thing is really annoying. Right, I'm gonna right S7 Station 1. If I could type. Save it. I'm coming out of the VAB and going back in. Right, back into the vehicle assembly building. Okay, this is really big. This is a really big rocket. Okay, so what was I looking at? I was looking at aerodynamics, wings, right. Procedural control surface, procedural wing. Actually, a procedural control surface is probably a good idea. Now, I don't actually know how to use them. Didn't actually look at how we use procedural wings. Press J while pointing at a procedural part to edit it. Okay. Ah, okay. Nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have a... What's this? Leading edge. Oh, I see. So we can have a rounded or biconvex or a triangular edge. So we'll have triangular to make it more aerodynamic. And we can adjust the width of the root, the width of the edge. Wow, okay. This is... Oh, clicked out of it. I like it. Surface bottom. Standard surface both sides. Opacity? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Changing the colouring and things. Well, there we go. So we got some nice control surfaces on there. You found procedural wings. Will be at this for hours. Yeah. Glass wings. I don't think you can make them quite out of glass. Now, do we need any boosters was going to be my next thing. 1.51 thrust to weight is fine. Delta V of 4704 is alright, but I'd rather a bit more. So, because this thing's very heavy. It's almost single stage as well. So we need to attach something like this. And we'll add some solids to it, I think. Which are in fuel tanks, I believe. No, they're not. They are in engines. Let's see. There you go. They're pretty awesome looking. I like them. It's actually a very nice looking rocket. 5,734 meters per second of delta V. Fan-dabby-dozy. Okay. Well, S7 Station 1, I think, is nearly ready to roll. Let's get some struts on there. So some heavy struts on there. And down here. There we go. Everything nicely strutted up there. Could have one more from each of the noses. Up to there. There we go. The Phantom 1. Phantom? Why Phantom? Now, I'm interested to find out if MechJeb would launch it for us. What's all this? No. See, MechJeb is enabled. I don't really know how MechJeb works, so maybe not on this one for a start. And we'll try it on a later launch. Gonna save that, yep. let's put that in compact mode. That can go over there. A little bit of housekeeping. So I think we're ready to roll. Let's go. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go for some launch stability enhancers. Stop it falling over on the launch pad. Something like that. There we go. That should all be clear of the rocket as it takes off. Everything has fuel. Let's check. Yeah, that's got fuel. That's got fuel. That's got fuel. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, it is against how I normally play. MechJeb, I do normally consider it a bit cheaty, but I'm thinking because of the complexity of how we are going to be running this particular series, later on we might use MechJeb to do some of the more menial tasks, like the initial launch to orbit of a craft that we've launched before and things like that. Actually, I have got a mod running that will automate certain menial tasks. So for example, if we have a resupply ship that we send frequently to the station, we can build that ship, take it up there once, dock it, bring it back, whatever, and then we can record it, and then next time we need a resupply, we just say send a resupply, and it will send another one, and it will do the same procedure again. Now, I've not used that mod yet. I need to experiment with it a bit, but that's an option for the future. Anyway, that's not what we're going to do now. Let's save this. Let's take this out to the launch pad. MechJeb is basically an automated system. You tell it what you want, and it does it itself. So you say to MechJeb, you know, launch this and put it in a 100-kilometer orbit, and it does it for you. Assuming that the craft is capable of doing it, of course. How does it interact with the Dang It mod? Actually, I have no idea. You hear that? I added water sound effects. That's one of the mods. Flight engineer, you can get out of the way. Launch control, you can go up to there somewhere. Settings. Okay. What do we got here? We've got a lot of buttons here, haven't we? What's this one? I don't know. There's MechJeb. So with MechJeb, I can say like, oh, there's all sorts of things I can do. I can just turn various different things on and off. Flight recorder I can use. There's a lot of different stuff I can do with MechJeb. All these buttons. I'm going to have to look at what all of these do at some point. But for the moment, we're going to try and launch this thing and see if we can get it into orbit. So we're going to put the SAS on. We are going to put the throttle to 100%. Yeah, we have tracking abilities and things on this particular probe that we're using, which is nice. So there we go. What about if station isn't the same placement like first up? Well, yeah, that's why I need to experiment. I don't really know how that side of things works with the recording and all that kind of thing. So it's something we can experiment with. Put the launch control lower because it's behind your flag. Huh? The launch control because it's behind your flag. Not sure. Yeah, I didn't put a flag on it. Actually, I haven't put the mod on that adds all the flags. I'll have to add that actually because I've done this all through CCAN. I forgot to add that one manually because it's not one of the mods that CCAN can do. Welcome, Riley. Welcome. we are indeed launching a space station core, and that is what we are about to do. And I have here a launch controller, which is going to start the launch for us. Here we go. I don't know if this is going to launch for me. Well, there we go. One small step. We landed on a celestial body. There we go. Yeah, it's Kerbal, but it sounds very Spanish. Well, off they go. This is all very pretty, isn't it? Will they hit each other? No. Will they hit us? Possibly. There's 3. Where's the other one? One of them's disappeared. I can only see 3 of them. Oh well, that launch didn't quite work, so let's recover the vessel. I think that countdown was a bit long, don't you? What was that? I think that countdown was a bit long. And evidently those engines were a bit too powerful, perhaps? I don't know. So they just kind of broke away from the things. Decouplers were too small, yeah. That is quite possible. So do we have larger decouplers? Is the question. And I've got those ones. That's the tiny ones. I mean, do I need to use these ones? Is that what it is? The problem with them is they're very close to the that's not what I wanted to do. They're very close to the body of the craft. That's why can't I move you? There we go. And we'll decouple them far enough. Their ejection is very nice. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Okay, we'll try it with those then. So this is, well, it's still station 1, isn't it? 0.1. No, we'll just save it over the top. There we go. That previous one was a simulation. Can you make the countdown a bit shorter? I'm going to have a look at that, yes. So let's go out to the launch pad. I think the staging was wrong. I just had a look. I think I just saw the staging was not correct. Put the automatic launch thing a bit lower because it's behind your flag. Oh, I see. Sorry, I see what you mean now. Okay, let's put it over here. Those engines are dangling. Can you see them? They are wobbling. That's not how they're supposed to work, is it? I'm fairly sure struts are supposed to stop that from happening. I'm going to try launching it anyway, just to see what happens. We can change the language. We can't change the length of the announcement. So I think we'll scrap that one, and we'll go back to the normal SAS on. Let's go. That goes up there. So SAS is on, throttle is at 100%. Let's see if this actually does what I think it's going to do. And launch it in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, they are very wobbly, but it is launching us. I love the sound, by the way. The sound was awesome. The sound of those engines. I'm not sure if that's sim speed or if it's actually launching slowly. Because the thruster weight was supposed to be like... Oh, mind you, on these, yeah, I didn't really check it, did I? Oh well. Well, let's try a bit of a turn. Do these control surfaces move? They do. Good. Atmosphere is attempting to pull us vertical. I think things are getting overheated. Part failed. Okay, one of the parts has failed. I don't know what it is. I think it was one of the procedural wings. Looks like something's just fallen off. That can't be good. We've swapped engines. Yeah, one of our wings fell off. Possibly because it overheated. Right, we need to be turning a lot quicker now. Fly to an altitude of 10 kilometers above the surface of Kerbin. Awesome. Yeah, it was a very nice ejection, actually. So which mod is that did the part failed alarm? Was that, dang it? I think we might have 2 mods that handle part failures. Possibly. Plenty of fuel in this thing, which is nice. Let's even out around here. You'll notice as the atmosphere gets thinner, the sound of the engines gets muffled and quieter. And that is also a mod. It changes the noise of the engines to be more realistic, because in space nobody can hear you burn. So we need to slow down the engines, I think, because our APO is at 44 kilometers already. I can't remember what that's called, but it's on the mod list on the website if you want to check that out. Not at all a fuel guzzler. Well, it's guzzling quite a lot of fuel. We've just got a lot of fuel with us. But relatively speaking, no, it's not particularly a fuel guzzler. Now, what altitude would we like this station at is probably a good question. Here comes the skybox. I've put a different skybox in as well. The clouds are very nice now, aren't they? I like these clouds. Okay, APO is coming up to the 70 mark. So we are going to space today. Let's slow things down a little bit. Let's track prograde, I think. And slow the engines right down. And we'll go to an altitude of about 100k. Yes, it is. That is the mod. The dynamic sound effects. Ship effects sound mod. It's very peaceful up here, isn't it? APO's at 83. I mean, it's very realistic in its sounds. I wonder if we should use like the Chatterer mod or something like that, so we can hear the Kerbals chatting to each other. Might have to have a look at something like that. I can imagine that could get quite annoying, but APO's up nice and high now. 92, 93. We're about to get music, I think, because we're about to enter space and get an achievement, probably. There it is. There we go. It wasn't too much of a jump scare. APO's at 98. 99. $100, just over. So we have a 100 Apo. Let's have a look at the map. There we go, look at that skybox. I love it. It's actually based on the Milky Way, I believe. What does that mean? Warp to warp to the Apo. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. We're not going to do that because we want to burn a bit earlier than the Apo. We're tracking prograde. Oh, we could actually fire that now, can't we? No noise. I love it. I do like it. I really like it. With no noise. I wonder if this is the thing with the indicator lights telling us... Yeah, the green lights meaning that we've got power. They actually change if the power gets too low and things like that. Which is pretty cool. Right, so let's speed up time. Ooh, not too much. There we go. Right, and now let's full burn. Tracking prograde. You can hear something in the map, but not here. Should we warp to the periapsis now before it's come out of the planet? I don't think so. There we go. We are in orbit. Not a particularly even orbit. We kind of need to fix that a little bit, I think. Which will be about here. What's this? Precise node. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about this. This is another mod. When you edit a maneuver node, you can make it very precise. So I can now go like that, and we would have Apo 106937, 106602. I can do it by 0.1 intervals. I can do it by 0.01 intervals. 106936, 106601. And I can burn prograde. Isn't the cover a decoupler too? I don't know, I put a docking port in there. See? I'm not even a pretty face. We have communications. It says no probe control though. That's a bit strange. Why would we have no probe control? There's a docking port there. Clampetron docking port. Which doesn't appear to have an option to undock. That's concerning. Why do I have no probe control? Ah, because I'm not within range of CurbNet. Hold on, let's come around. Hibernation off. I have no control. That's the problem. Well, no, if it was antenna... There we go, look. Now I've got control. It's because I had to get round to another one of the transmitters. Which means we don't actually have communication at all points of the orbit, which is a little bit concerning. Let's get to maneuver. Reaction wheels are very slow. Like, very slow. Now we've got the, I've got the decouple and everything there. That's all fine. We can use it. We just need to have communication. Wow, this is really slow. Come on. Once you're lined up, then I can time warp properly. Estimated burn. There's like 0 burn on this, so we just got to do it really gently. Orbital relay's not such a bad idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could do some geosync stuff for relaying back to the stuff that's in a lower orbit, which is a bit strange. Or we can just do anything that we need to do while we have got communication. Right, that's close enough. I'm time warping. There we go. And let's do this very gently. (106,820), 106,916. Not bad. 106 kilometers. That's where we're at. So, let us extend the antenna. Not that we actually need it. Ah, here's a point. Here's a problem. I didn't put an antenna on this. That's an issue. Which means we have no control of this once we undock it from here, I think. Unless... Thank you for that water sound effect. Unless these things have their own antenna built in. Which I don't think. First hop distance, 398 kilometers. Let's have a look. Let's decouple. And then tab to this. I appear to have some control. What's it doing? Nothing is the answer. What probe is that? This is the RCL01 remote guidance unit. No, I have no control over it. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? So we now have a fuel tank floating near the station. Oh well. However, we do have... Oh, there's no control on that either. Okay, maybe it's because we're out of range again. There we go. Back in range. Another water sound. I don't know why. No, still no control on that one. Okay, so we have a fuel tank hovering around. Let's... Technically speaking, that is prograde and horizontal, which means really we should be using that antenna. Well, mind you, we can have them both out, can't we? There's no reason why we can't have them both out. No, I can't ignite the engine because you have to be able to tell it to ignite the engine, and it has no antenna, so I can't. Should have brought it higher, yeah. Oh well. We have the hub of a station in orbit, which is nice, and we can decide what we're going to do with that at a later date. Is it using or gaining power? It's going to be using it at the moment, isn't it? Because we've got no sun, but it's got plenty of power. So as soon as the sun comes up, we've got no problem. It's got a massive battery bank. Yeah, indeed. We'll have to tidy up the debris of that fuel tank later on. We've got Kerbal attachment system running, so we might be able to come up, rendezvous with it, and attach an antenna, and then fly it back, or something like that. It will drift away slowly, and then drift back and become a hazard. So there we go. Our first launched item is launched. So let's head back to the Space Center. Come on. There we go. Right. So, indeed, Jakob is on the right path. We are going to have a look at a plane for a bit. And we'll see. Will we get an impact warning if it gets too close? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Let's have a look at what we've got. These, look at this. It's a beast, absolute beast of a cockpit. I love it. The Mark IV Vulture, and then the Mark IV, what's it, Thunderhawk. Absolute beasts. Come on, turn around, please. There we go. But we're not going to go straight into those. Could have a look at a Mark III. Oh, I keep clicking out the window again. Yeah, let's go with something like this, and let's have a look at all the Mark IV parts, Mark III parts. Sorry. Let's go for. Let's see what we've got. We ideally want a Mark III, like monopropellant tank, liquid fuel monopropellant tank. There we go. Just to start it off. Then Mark III cargo bay or something like that. That's the K&K garage. That's the wrong construction system. Mark III cargo bay. Should we have a long one? Nice long cargo bay. And then on the back, we'll go back to fuel. Go for a nice chunky Mark III. Actually, yeah, it's just liquid fuel. Okay. What's that? Quad coupler. Okay. Liquid fuel. Just liquid fuel. And if we then go to the smaller size with some actual liquid fuel in here, we could, in theory, go with some rapiers. And see if that will actually fly. Let's close that. And then on this we're going to need wings and things, aren't we? So, let's go. Let's do these. Okay. Now, that's not going to be nearly enough lift, but we can go length, width at the root, width at the tip. Tip offset. Thickness. Leading edge, triangular. Spiky. Ellie's in his happy place. Yep, I am. Let's see. Right, that's the type of this thing I want. Except I want it. Oh. That way round. And I'd quite like it attached to the right part of the plane. No, not going to do that for me. There we go. Right. Come on, there we go. I actually saw a really nice design for something like this earlier, where actually if we go in a bit, didn't realise that that was going to do that. Do that, and then someone, and then they did. Where are we? Actually, if I just copy that. But get rid of that. Oops. And then they actually made it quite skinny with a 0 offset. And the width was the same. It wasn't as long. Put it in line with this. Well, oh, close enough. It's actually quite finicky. But there we go, it kind of looks right. There we go. Right, so this will be roll and pitch, not yaw. And yes, we need a tail fin, not that one. Lovely. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. What if I make the leading edge surface white? Can I? No. No, I can't, is the answer to that. Okay. Well, that's close enough. How long have we got? Yeah, we haven't got much longer, to be quite honest. Now, I think this might need to be... Oh, I don't want to break it. I might actually just need to move the whole thing forward a bit. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I know. I haven't finished yet. So, yeah, let's go for some landing gear. Extra large. Looking good. There's very little chance that this thing's actually going to fly. You do realise that, don't you? Open that. Let's get some... Let's stick a reaction wheel in here. And we need a wheel on the front as well. What is that? Oh, it's a leg. Okay. Landing leg. We don't need such a big wheel on the front. The back ones are going to take the brunt of the impact when we land. I think we need a bigger one than that, though. Something like that. It's going to give it a bit of a nose up as well, isn't it? So... Yeah, I don't think this is going to fly, do you? Doesn't feel right. How about, what if we do this? Like we've done before. And then these will be just for pitch. They're pitch and roll. That one's just for yaw. Gives us... Oof. That pulls our centre of lift way up. Come on. Means it's gonna, like, as it lifts, it's gonna nose forward like that. What if we... For a start, that should be flat. What if we grab them and move them to... here? that then means we can move this up again. Cable escape ship lands on its head, it will survive. Well, yeah, it used to do that. I don't know whether it still does. Well, let's see what it does. What should we call this? Let's call this... looks a bit like a shark, doesn't it? So let's call this... Great White. Oh, okay, let's press all keys and things. None of which actually types in the name. We're going to call this the Great White class of ships, of planes. We're going to save it. Now it's going to need an antenna, isn't it? We'll give it a standard antenna. Communitron 16. Yep. Don't know what half of those are. There we go. And let's see if it actually takes off, shall we? So let's put someone in it. Let's put Jebediah in it. Oh. Save it. And take it out to the runway. It might have some RCS nozzles on the nose, actually. I have seen that before. Right. Before we launch this, we need to have a bit of a giveaway, I think. Because we haven't had one yet this evening, have we? So, in honour of the 1K subscriber weekend, if you would like to be in the... if you'd like to be in this draw, then put in the chat hashtag beluga with the that's a whale. I was going for a shark theme, but there you go, beluga, hashtag beluga. Spell it how you like. And I will put you in the prize draw. There we go. First one's in. Emil. And Mus. You're in there. And Jakob. You're in there. Oh, that was a Steam message. Why did I get a Steam message? Oh, that was from Dragon. Via Steam. Riley, you're in there. Peta, you're in there. Chris, you're in there. Yeah, I got you in there, Riley. Okay. Let's bring the spinny wheel. Oh, the plane's moving on its own. Brakes, please. Thank you. Let's get the spinny wheel on the screen. There it is. Everybody's in it. I'm only going to spin it once this time. But the prize, same as yesterday, the prize will be an indie game. if you, rather than me generating the discount code and sending it out, if you win, have a look and see what you want, because if you want something that's on the store, I will give you a discount code for it. If you don't, then head over to if you have a look at the prize list on the prizes page, then I can just send you the code for that one. Riley, did you use your coupon yesterday? I can't remember whether you told me what you wanted. I can't remember. But anyway, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel and find out who is our winner. Here we go. And the winner is, drum roll, heads roll. The winner is, it looks like it's Jakob. It is Jakob. Well done, Jakob. You are our prize draw winner. So have a look at the website, ellitopia.com/shop. It was Big Pharma. Did you actually buy it? And if you can't see what you want on the shop, here's the prizes one. Yeah, have a look on the shop with in the pay what you want section. It sounds like Riley wants Big Pharma, so that one's off the table. But yeah, if there's something in the pay what you want section on the website, then let me know. I'll send you a discount code so that you can get it for free. If there's not something that you want there, have a look at the prizes list, see what you want there, and let me know what you want, and I will send you a code for that. Okay, so back to the plane. Let's go SAS on, throttle up. Now, what mode are these on? These are on air breathing. That's good. I didn't set up an action group. That can come later if necessary. I just want to see if this thing actually can take off. SAS is on, throttle's at 100%, and we are going to launch. Oh, let's have a quick look at the IVA first of all. The internal view. This is the cockpit where Jebediah is sitting. It's like a bridge of a starship. It's very nice. It's running KOS, except KOS isn't running. Press any key to continue. Very nice indeed. I don't think these actually do anything. Can't press any of the buttons or anything. I'm sure he can't really actually see where he's going, but there we go. Let's come out of there. Okay. Can I get a discount for Civ 6 or not? I'd have to think about that one because I don't know how much discount I can give you. It's not one that you would get for free. I might be able to give you like 5% or 10% off the cost. I'll have to check the prices on that. But no, generally it's supposed to be the pay what you want, the pay what you want section, or from the prizes list. We can discuss that in a bit more detail after the stream. Let's see if this thing can fly. Let's take the brakes off, and these are noisy. They're in closed cycle mode, which means I don't know what that means. Right, can we lift up? The front wheel is off. Whoop. We come back down again though. Bounced. We're off the ground. The nose is definitely dipping forward though. Gear is going in. Well, it it flies. Is it controllable? Whoa! It turns. The roll works nicely. Not bad. It's a little bit twitchy on the roll. These I've made these too big. These control surfaces, but that's doing nicely. It's strange because while you're pulling up it loses speed, and then as soon as you level your nose out it starts to gain speed again. Interesting. Right, let's bring the throttle down. Oh, what happened there? Or is that air intake? I didn't put any intakes on it. So are they oxygen deprived? Yeah. Oxidizer deprived. Ah, okay. That means that was in jet mode. Okay, right. Cut engines. No? Not going to do it like that, okay. Toggle mode. Yeah, because we've got no air intakes. Okay, well, the theory worked. But in practice, it's not going to... well, it needs some modification, let's put it that way. Yes, so needs air intakes. Which also means it's probably going to need more engines. Can we pull the nose up? Now that we've stalled it nicely. Come on. Let's get the nose in the air. Come on. Got a bit. Yeah, come on. Come on. Nose up. Nose up. Nose up. Come on. The nose is coming up. Well, the problem is that we're losing speed as well. If we head this way, head towards the other airport. That's not gonna work, is it? Right, let's... Whoa! Okay. I was going to say, let's try some time warping. And that really didn't help the situation. Come on, come on. No, the show's not over till the fat lady hits the water. She's going to hit it pretty fast, though. What did I tell you? Intact. Land on the surface of a celestial body with all crew members still alive. Any landing you can walk away from. Check it out. In one piece. Actually recoverable. I'm sure if we open this, it will be simulating water inside it, which... Yeah, there we go. But there we go. Clearly that's not an ideal way to land the vessel, but we can recover it at least, and we can recover Jeb. Or swim, yeah. Any landing you can swim away from. Remember my landing list. Landing list? Is pilot alive? Good landing. Yep. There we go. Oh, and he got some badges. There we go. He got a splashdown ribbon, and he got a first landing on Kerbin ribbon. Awesome. Well done, Jeb. What was his other one? Awarded for any Kerbal completing at least a single mission as a pilot. There we go. So... I mean, it wasn't too bad, really. Yes, we forgot the air intakes. That was an oversight. And it could probably do with a bit of extra power on the liquid fuel side of things. Let's go aerodynamics and let's have a look at what air intakes we've got that will fit radially. Dual engine pod, interesting. Engine mount. Nose intake, nope. Engine nacelle. Chine, no. Large radial atmospheric scoop. And what's that when it's at home? This part collects up the local atmosphere and processes it into useful products. Requires 24 megawatts of power. No. Saddle tank. Aerodynamic shoulder. That hasn't actually got an air intake in it. Ah, Mark IV intake shoulder. Nice. Mark IV. Why is it Mark IV? Which means we could... What could we do? Oh. We could add some more fuel to it. Have it just liquid fuel. Looks a bit funny like that, doesn't it? Mark IV tail cargo bay. Mark III cargo ramp. Could always just do that, I suppose. Hang on. Because I think that's actually got... No, it's just an aerodynamic thing. Yes, smaller roll controls we definitely do need. Let's do that. Something like that. There we go. So let's tweak that a little bit. Just going to tweak the thickness of the wing at the end. Go. Front canards. Maybe. That doesn't, whatever that is, doesn't seem to want to actually attach to anything. A large fin. Aeroplane wing. I mean, that's the advanced canard. Could use those. Looks like whiskers now. It's a catfish. It's a catfish. That's what it... There we go. Anything else we can do with this? We're going to need more air intake than that, aren't we? We're definitely going to need more air intake than that. So let's go... And I suspect we're going to need we're going to need more thrust. So I'm thinking, let's go for... Oh no, that's rather large. I'll tell you what. Can I shrink that? No. That's a shame. I want a smaller version of that. Oops. Shame I can't attach that radially, because that'd be pretty interesting to look at. I need something that I can attach radially that will give me air intake and let me do... I'll tell you what, let's just add some small fuel tanks to the side. These aren't small, I know. I'm just, you know, changing my mind as I go along. Whoops. Right, so then let's make that just liquid fuel. Or do we want some oxidizer in there as well? No, let's put some oxidizer in there as well. And then we'll have a couple more rapiers. Where are they? There they are. That's not a rapier. That's a scimitar. Where's the rapier gone? There it is. And we can have an air intake on the front of that. Service requires a level 1 engineer. Well, there we go. Something like that. So, what we also need to do is get an action group in here for switch mode on all engines. And this is now going to be called the catfish because it looks like a catfish. There we go. Right, save that. And yeah, come on, Jib, you can do it with this again. Let's see how and if this thing flies. Here we go. So, boing, boing, boing. SAS on, throttle to 100%. What mode are we in? Air breathing, okay. And here we go. There we go, that's a slightly different sounding engine. Take off of its own accord? Let's find out. Without me pulling up. No is the answer to that. Roll is much better now. The control's pretty awesome as well, actually. Considering the size of this thing, it's extremely nimble. Down. Woo, that was a bit too fast. Yeah, see, the roll is still very twitchy. Let's try and bleed off some speed. Indeed, we have a functional airplane in episode 1 with cargo bays and all sorts. Okay, at slower speeds the nose is less inclined to stay up in the air. This is indeed Season 7, Riley. Needs a bit of thrust, we're kind of stalling it. manholes, of course. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to line up for landing. Uh-oh. Electric charge is running out. Okay. That's not good. These things don't have... Right, we're going to have to ditch because these things apparently don't... These engines don't have any way of charging the engines. They don't have... of charging the batteries. They don't have an alternator. Electric charge depleted, yeah. Mind you, we're not actually using the electric charge. We have control without it. That was quite a manoeuvre. Has lost his Jeb's dashboard lamp, indeed. He's got one of those little LED ones that clip onto things. You know. Come on, let's have a better run at it than we did last time. Nose up, please. Whoa, we bounced and the engine came off. Well. We've done this landing before. Yes, cut the engines, not cut off the engines. Cutting off the engines was unintentional. It's quite hard to land. There's very little control on it at slower speeds. And I don't really fancy landing it at faster speeds. So maybe we need the wings wider so that it kind of glides a little bit. We could maybe do that. The canard survived, yeah. Come on, load please. Oh, Jeb got another badge. Awarded for withstanding an acceleration of at least 6 Gs for 3 or more seconds. Well done, Jeb. That is actually an achievement because in this game, if the G level gets too high, the Kerbals will black out. So, and then you lose all control of the craft, and that's not very desirable. Now, these wings, I'm going to try them wider. Like so. To see if we can get a bit more glide out of them. Has that affected our centre of lift much? No, not by much, by the looks of things. That looks okay. Must have been at the takeoff. No, it was possibly... well, I don't know. Yeah, it might have been. I mean, I was very, very pleased with the performance of it. It did really well. However, we are going to need some solar panels or some fuel cells and some batteries. Oops, that's rather large. Oh, I see. It's not actually rather large. It's just close to the camera. There we go. Right. So there's a battery bank, giving us quite limited storage space. But that's okay. Now, solar panels. Could use these. Not sure. No, I can't use those because they won't attach to anything. Nor will that. The problem with them is they kind of stand up. expanding curved solar array. Oh, I like that. Why is that rotating around that axis? That's rather bizarre. That's very bizarre. I really like that. Oh, they're a bit weird though. What mod is that? That's from... Oh, I don't know. Joint Extraplanetary Business Coalition. I don't know which mods added that. Shrouded solar array. See, the problem is this is a plane, so I don't really want solar panels that deploy like that. You know, it's just a bit weird. We just need some solar panels that we can attach to it. So it might just have to be plain old ordinary solar panels. Something like that. And then if we do ever make it into a space plane, a couple on the side. In fact, probably need a couple on the bottom as well, in case we ever turn it into a space plane. There we go. Right. So, all in all, it's not done too bad. Very aerodynamic. Yeah, I know they're not aerodynamic. One thing I don't like about these is how they stick out. I wonder how they would cope with the stresses of wind resistance. I don't think they actually have too much of an issue, to be honest. Making my eyes go funny staring at that. There we go. Nice. Lovely. No, when you're changing the heights of things, the mirror mode thing doesn't matter. It's fine. It's done them all. What was it like aerodynamically? I think it wasn't too bad, actually, was it? We've made the wings wider. They're smaller. Yeah, I think it's doing okay. It's not too bad. Let's turn those off. That's just for pitch. That's just for yaw. They're for pitch and roll. No, actually, let's just have them for roll. We had enough pitch, I think. Save that. You can set a base on the other side of curbing and make it so you have connection with the station so you don't lose the signal of it. Could do. Could do. There is communications on the other side of curbing. We just need to make the station a bit higher. Maybe if we put it to like 300, it would maintain communication a bit longer. Something like that. But there we go. There is the Catfish. That's not a bad little craft that we've put together there. I'm quite surprised considering the size of it. It flies quite nicely. It doesn't land so well, but that's probably my fault. I'm quite surprised that we built something so easily on the first episode. Had like no problems really, and it's gone together fine. I do feel like it needs more air intakes, and it probably air brakes. Air brakes. If I turn those around. No, that's not very good, is it? There we go. We give it ears. Now it really looks like it looks a bit like a seal now. There we go. Oh, the poll thing for season 7. Yeah, I need to take that down actually, don't I? Is the bot still telling people about that? Because obviously season 7 has started, so right. There we go. We've got a working craft. Everything's good. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to call this stream to a close here. Because it's gone quite well and I don't want to ruin it. So, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Tomorrow, yes, will be the last day of the 1K weekend. I've been kind of considering what we're going to be doing for the 1K weekend for the Sunday. I'd like to do something multiplayer. You don't need the air brakes on a group, by the way, because when you hit B for brakes, it deploys air brakes as well. I'd like to do something multiplayer tomorrow, but I kind of want as many people involved as possible, and I don't really know what people have got that they can play. I did put the thing on the Discord chat where you can vote with an eggplant to let me know what you've got, what you play. It's a tricky one, really, because I don't know what people have got. So we could do some Track Day Manager. We could do some Stellaris. I know that you guys mentioned that you wanted to do some Stellaris. We could do something like Rocket League. Maybe something free to play. Yeah, well, Atlas Reactor was on my list. That's free to play. Could do a little bit of that. Space Engineers, could do some Space Engineers. Not really too sure what we're going to do, but we'll discuss it in the Discord chat. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not part of the Discord chat, check the links below, because the link's down there. Everyone's welcome, and yeah, there you go. Really, Stowe is an option. Could be, yeah. Star Trek Online could do that. Could start up a fleet in Star Trek Online. Because I've wanted to do that for Ellitopia for a while anyway. Set up a fleet. And actually, they've got a lot of extra fleet holdings and things coming in Stowe, so we could do that. But we'll discuss it in Discord, and we'll see what we come up with. In the meantime, there we go. That's day 2 of the 1K weekend. Please do join us tomorrow, same time, 8 PM GMT, 3 PM EST, and we will see what we're going to be doing then. There you go. Oh, that's the wrong button. I was supposed to click that one. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed watching it. I've been El Bristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming. This has been KSP Live Season 7. Don't forget to support the indies. And I'll see you next time.